What's going on, y'all? I am back again. Just seems like the more I try to get away at this point, the more I'm right back. But I'm here for another reading. This one right here, I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. It may not resonate with everyone, but you can always check back later on and see if anything hits home at this time. If it hits home, then if it does not at this time. I appreciate everyone that pulls up on me, that comes in and allows me to step in and bring you this message. Thank you so much for showing love and support to me and my channel. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay. So what we got here is somebody that actually wants to do something good for the sake, do some type of services for the sake of good. And this person has made a decision at this time to do this. Okay, now you could be dealing with someone, even though, like, this is kind of like, even though you don't forgive me, even though you're still mad at me, I'm still going to do this for the right reasons. Like, I'm still going to help you. I'm still going to do this, even if you don't really want me to, or, given that. This is successful, but you're dealing with somebody who may have a hard time letting something go when it comes to you. Let's get into the message. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and understanding. All right. You need to know how strong you are. You need to know you're really strong, like super strong. Like you can get through something, you can do something successfully, you can manage something. There's a lot of spiritual growth that's within you, whoever I'm talking to with this message. A lot of spiritual growth. Okay, so it's really good energy coming out so far. Let's see the message. Something is definitely successful for you. You could be moving forward, you could be moving away. You may be paying attention to the signs to make moves, certain moves that you're making. It's like, as the signs come, you're keeping up with these divine messages and you're making moves. Okay, so something about you moving forward, but with courage, something about your dignity as well. Show me more. Yeah. It's more than one way to look at something here. And so somebody may want you to open it, broaden your, like be more, don't be so close-minded. Or this is like you not being close-minded or opening up to see things from other situation viewpoints. Definitely somebody may actually regret something now because they actually do see something from a different viewpoint. Sometimes it take people to see, just sometimes it take longer than others to see certain things. Somebody may have a hard time welcoming new shit. They like, kind of like set in their ways about certain things, So some people, they don't want to see things from a different point of view, a different perspective. But there is a lot of courage. They may recognize somebody being stronger than they thought, or this might not even be about you being stronger than you are. You might end up realizing that somebody thought you was weaker than they thought, like weaker than you are. Like they thought you was a weak link or the runt. I'm picking up on the runt energy. Hey, them runts be, hey, them runts be the ones though. I'ma tell you, I don't know. The runts be them, hey, because the runts gotta fight for their shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it be the runts that come out on top. They the ones that gotta fight harder sometimes to get to the milk, to get, get the respect, real talk. You were doubted. It shouldn't have never doubted you. That's what I see. Somebody was the runt. They doubted you. They should have never doubted you. And like, give in. Honestly, to be honest with you, somebody didn't think you was gonna make it out of that. This is giving me ICU, intensive care unit, incubator type shit. Like, you wasn't supposed to make it. That for some of you, could have been in that. Could have been born preemie. Real talk. Some of you could have been a premature child, born early. Maybe even had a twin that could have passed. You could have been born early due to a twin. You could have been just born early due to other problems throughout the pregnancy. There's a preemie here. I'm picking up on a preemie. Real talk. Somebody is a preemie. Somebody is a runt. Facts. Somebody you may need. I mean, if you were born healthy, on time, no issues, I am not talking to you. Somebody was born, may have had to sit in the hospital a few days. Somebody could have been on an incubator. Somebody could have been born dead and been brought back to life. Somebody was born early. Somebody was on that type of we talking about this person, okay? Yeah. You are the runt. You are not supposed to make it. Whoever I'm talking to. The runt. You could be dealing with a person like this. If it's not you, if I'm not talking about you, maybe it's somebody in your energy with this energy. There's a runt here. I love it because I ain't never picked up on the runt. You know what I'm saying? Like a preemie. This is a preemie. A baby that was born early. You could have had a child that was born early. Let's get it. Wow. You were supposed to be gone to the point to where for some reason you got somebody else on they shit because you ain't gone. But you are the runt. Like, it's a blessing you were here. Now, you got somebody feeling real guilty about something that had, like something that something didn't age well. Somebody feel real bad about that. It's got a lot to do with somebody not changing. Somebody could be real worried about this person, about their, who they serve, what they do. When it comes down to that, who they put all this shit getting biblical and spiritual and stuff. I mean, somebody feeling bad because of something that didn't age well. It's a bad feeling here. Dealing with somebody that wanted something to remain stagnated. They want you to stop doing something because something is not supposed to grow. You could have been prophesied about before you were born. Somebody spoke life into you before you were born. Somebody also spoke death on you before you were born. Ooh, this is like, and when I say death on you, I'm talking about like somebody that tried to get rid of you before you came, like cause a miscarriage. Somebody could have tried to talk somebody into, you know, aborting ship. Somebody could have. I'm just saying, you weren't supposed to come out. This is giving me somebody tried to beat you out of somebody. I don't think it's giving me. I'm not trying to be funny at all, but I don't think this person's mother really wanted them. I be feeling like that about my mama too. So I get it. But you hear it and it's like it's a good thing. Gratitude about you being here. But it's not like it's kind of like somebody did not want you to be here, honey. They no. If somebody made it through this pregnancy, they did not want to carry it. You know what I'm saying? It was problematic. Could have been like, domestic fights. I ain't gonna say the mama. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody was a preemie. This could have been why. Could have been a lot of stress, a stressful pregnancy, real bad pregnancy. Here. If somebody's dealing with this, somebody could be pregnant and getting ready to have a premature child because of a lot of extra stress and stuff. I don't know. But I'm picking up on some child that's here. Well loved though. Somebody believed in you. Somebody had a lot of faith in you as a child. But somehow, I don't know, it's giving me that somebody also wanted you not to come through. Like they were mad because you were born. This is an anger because you were born. It was a problem with a relationship. You became a problem in a relationship. If you wasn't here, it wouldn't be a problem. Um, there could have been a third party here, relationship type situation here. Somebody could have slept with someone else. It's an issue here. I don't know if like say for instance, your parent could have tried to save you from this other parent who was trying to take you out. Picking up on like the woman cloth with the sun with the dragon trying to swallow the child. Revelation 12. Something about you breaking away from this though, freeing yourself to balance you out. Somebody regret that they didn't. Somebody really wanted you not to make it. They felt like they had the opportunity to take you out before you got here. They have not changed the way they about this. They wish that they would have gotten rid of you. This could have been somebody's mom off the record. Somebody mama may feel like if it weren't for you, their life would be different. This shit kind of fucked up. For real. Like, for real. I don't like this. What's up with the energy today? Ugh. Somebody just think you ain't gonna be shit. Like, I'm picking up on like precious mama. You know. Just hard to take this in. Like you gonna like you just destined to fail. Like ain't no good in you. Like you just poisonous or something. Like they just wish that you was never born. Like they should have just got rid of you before you got here. For real. This may not be your mom. It's somebody here though with this energy that's just disgusting. This is despicable. Oh, I don't know. Just out of nowhere, I got this taste in my mouth. I was like, but this is despicable. It's almost time for what? Hey, Callie. Boss. I like that name. Now this person, it's like something did not, I'm talking about something did not age well. Something is like, somebody feel really guilty about this. Like the way that they feel. This is like somebody that grew the way that, like, they may have grown to see you shine, but they still can't change the way they feel about you no matter what. Even if you turn out to be the most perfect person, this person still see you like you shouldn't have made it. You shouldn't even be here. Like, why are you like this is like a parent. This person can't change how they feel. They can't. Even if they wanted to, this person's stuck in this. They stuck in it. It's giving Monique on Precious. I don't even want to call her Monique on that damn movie because she's so far out of her who she is to me as a person on the Monique comedian. And the Precious mama don't go. Them two different motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like calling her Monique when it's that type of vibe. But that energy is, hate to say it's sticking, but it is. You've been doing something and getting paid for it. That's the only thing. You helping, giving something to this person is the only thing that's gonna make him see you in a good light. So this is a parent that'll take from you that don't even want you to be here. They don't even want you to be around. They don't even like you. This is somebody's parent. But yet they'll come around if you got something to get for them. It's hard for me to take in. I'm somebody's parent too. What the fuck is this? Like, are you jealous of your child or something? What's your problem? What's your issue, sir or ma'am? What the fuck? You don't want to help them do shit? You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who really, really, really watch their child fall and like not even try to help them get some help. But you want to take their place or something? Fuck you on. Who is this? Ugh. But you would but if they can come and throw you some money, you will take it though. Maybe this is the other way around. Maybe this is somebody's child doing their parent like this. You know what I'm saying? Because if this, I can see the kid being on some extra shit with the parent because they be feeling certain things that maybe they don't understand fully sometimes, and if they do, they probably got a fucked up parent. It is what it is. I don't see the parent doing this to a kid unless you what the fuck, you got a problem with your kid? You jealous? You hate on your kid or something? What is your issue? And it's always a parent that'll make it seem like they don't got no reason to be jealous. Bitch, I had you, but that don't mean shit. Let me see. Because if you got it, they put their hand out though. They don't fuck with you. Even though they created you. They ain't finna say they jealous of you because they created you. Why would they be jealous of you? Right? But this person wished they didn't have you. They felt like they had an opportunity to remove you before you even got here, and they still feel like they should have did that though. But if you can give them a couple of dollars though, they'll take that though. Fuck is this? You dealing with a parent that don't want to see you grow because they don't want you here in the first place. It's almost like ain't no mark for you to make. You're there for them, not for yourself. So if you ain't doing nothing for them, they need to put you up somewhere. But you know what though? I just spoke about legions. I just talked about it in the last damn reading. And I'm speaking on different terms today, so it may sound a little out of pocket to a lot of people. But like I said, how I'm being told to speak about certain shit, it may be for a different ear. You know, everybody's ears can't resonate what's being said. Sometimes speaking in certain subliminal ways help people understand stuff that ain't meant for the next person to get. So I didn't talk this talk before, but the terms that I'm speaking it on is different. This is a family member. This is either honestly, it's a parent. It's a parent here. Or this could be, once again, if you want to reverse the roles, this could be the child. But I believe it's because ain't no child saying, I wish that you never had. I wish you never had me. Maybe it's I wish I wasn't your kid. I wish that I had a different parent. But to say I wish I could have removed you before you got here, I wish I would have did that. That's some parent talking shit. That's a parent. Because like if you don't help them, if you don't do what they want you to do, I just spoke about this legion shit. Then I spoke about a person having a family allegiance, but there was a chosen one that came out of it. Even your parents can be toxic as fuck, man. And a lot of times we are born under karmic parents. You know, we can have a parent that's a soulmate. We really can. Maybe one. It's rare that you get both parents as soulmates, though. Maybe one. But you can definitely come down with two karmic ass parents too. It's just it's a hard pill to swallow. You can't have two parents as soulmates though, but you might end up only dealing with one of them. You can. So as love children come in it, you know, it's a love child. But it don't mean that you'll have them both in your life. It's rare that you have two divine parents. Real talk. And I'm not saying it can't happen. It's in the same household. That's some rare shit though. But it can happen. But shit, we come into karmic bloodlines a lot of times to rectify who we truly are and reactivate that shit. And come out, do what you need to do. But it's rare that you have two divine parents. This is somebody's parent. I don't believe this is somebody's child. And the only reason that I'm saying it and I'm sticking to it, I just smell weed. I don't know, no, that smell like perfume. But it's just rare that you have two divine parents. It's easier to catch a karmic family with a chosen person in the midst of this. You said I'm chosen to the generational curse break, right? Hey Tech. What's up, Peter again? Only one love above. What's up? What? I just read what you said. Only one love. I'm gonna call you One Love if you don't mind. I like, just to bring it down a little bit. Hey Kai. But they couldn't get rid of you though. Maybe, I gotta call it. Maybe this parent tried to get rid of you and they couldn't. It's kind of like they couldn't. Let's see. Give me more. What other information? What is it that they need to know about this situation though, based on what you've already said? Discipline is here for you not to do something. You ain't them. You change up shit. But it's something about you being disciplined or remaining discipline-minded. Self-control is here, and making sure that you don't do something. Whatever this is not out of love, so it's not good, and it's like it's not something, they say you can do what you want to do, but this is something that, oh my God, I don't know why I'm picking up on that, like they say, like how supposed to treat your parents a certain way, but the parents also need to pay attention to how they're supposed to treat their children too. You gotta lead by example. Not just be, I'm in control because I'm the parent. So that makes me right all the time. Discipline. And making sure that you don't do something maybe that your parent did to you. Because shit can go that trickle. It can trickle down. Whether you got children right now, you might not. But this is something about trickling that energy down. Even if it ain't towards, your family, maybe going like dating, you start dating and treating this person this way because of how you were brought up at home, It's something about not doing something, keeping yourself under some type of self-control. Tell me more about this. For one, it's about losing faith because something around you could be changing. And this is about keeping that faith and not and believing that something is for a reason and not for a season. You know, um, understanding that some shit is just trying to make you feel lack of where you at, so you won't be true to yourself and you will lose faith on something. So it's like, don't go to here, don't go here, don't lose faith, or don't. You being called to remain sturdy and hold your shit, because something is trying to waver your faith. Fuck with it. I'm not really 100% sure what this parent, what this parent information and why that could have a lot to do with probably even past, childhood shit, that maybe you still fighting with. Maybe somebody is in the middle of getting through their childhood traumas and shit. Maybe you're working on those things. But it's something here that's kind of reminding you to stay strong. Once again, you're stronger than you think. I don't know why this parent is showing up so strong to remind you that you ain't shit, that you will never be shit. I ain't shit, so you ain't shit energy. But if you got it, let me get a couple of dollars. But I ain't fucking with you because honestly, I should have took you out of here anyway before you even got here. I was trying to remove you anyway. You just made it through. I don't even know how you made it. Somebody came early. Somebody was in an incubator. I don't care if you was in the hospital maybe a couple of extra days to a couple of months. Somebody came early and was in the hospital a couple of days to a couple of months after they were delivered. This parent did not want you here. Period. They can go all day long and say that they did. They full of shit. I don't trust them. I don't know them though. I don't really care to trust them. I'm just paying attention to ain't no child talking like this about no parent. This is a parent that tried to get rid of a child and couldn't before they came. Somebody, this ain't to bring you down and make you feel bad as a person, like also my mama didn't want me, my daddy didn't want me. No, it's about understanding that regardless of how the next motherfucker didn't want you here, God said yes. God said different. You feel me? Fuck them. God got the last word. Somebody was like, they ain't no choice. Decision in reverse. Volunteer. There is no choice here. This is it. Somebody didn't want to be a part of this though. Like, but it ain't for you to have this final say so. I don't know why I'm picking up on Chrisean Rock. I'm seeing her when she was having them breakdown moments about her son before he came. Now, here's one thing I want to speak on. Nobody knows what goes on behind the closed doors when people, but we saw she made it clear at one point she did not want that baby. And we all know I ain't gonna say we all know, but there's mothers out here that can relate to what I'm about to say and say that sometimes we get frustrated with our kids as babies. Still work with them. You get frustrated, you might spank on them a little bit. I don't see nobody slinging their kid around. That's fucked up. I ain't do that with mine, man. I might have put them in their motherfucking place on some shit, and But if they got swung, they were tall enough, big enough, old enough. They probably was slinging my ass too. I'm gonna say it like that. But somebody could have been wrongdoing a child. You could have been a toddler getting treated like a 7, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, getting slung around, hit, beat on. I'm not sure. Maybe it could even be verbal abuse. This is abuse. Somebody don't want this spoken on. Mom, this parent. I'm picking up on a mom. Could be anybody's parent though. You know, they didn't know that someone was probably doing this. This is now I'm picking up on several energies here, y'all. There's a mom pleading a case right now, saying that they didn't know this was happening. I don't know what this is. They felt like they do feel like they failed you. This mother could be crossed over. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, today it's just the energy pool for me has been strongly different. It's been different today. Somebody did not know. That's what they saying. They didn't also, like, they could have been under some type of influence to where they was that this is like blaming somebody else for being under the influence and not paying, not seeing something. Somebody's like, I don't know if this is drugs or like just wrongful, focused on the wrong things. Somebody was off, and it's given like they feel like they didn't know that you had to go through something. Let me see. Low key, I'm starting to catch a pain right here. And I know that's the third eye. Somebody could have been trying to blot that out. Almost like make you. Somebody could have known you was gifted as a child. Somebody could have known this about you. Tried to distort it. Take that away from you. They don't know how the fuck you made it through this. They don't know how the fuck you looking good for you. You know, you still looking good. You still growing. You graceful. You in a graceful state. You look good. I'm talking about they don't know that you got this mama or daddy confused, honey. I promise it feel like they put a taint on your life that you were supposed to be sitting in right now. Like, just like I've been sitting on this bed, like just sitting. Even Z, just sitting. You just on one today with the just sitting mode. How? So much work. What was that? I don't know. Their purpose wasn't fulfilled. Oh, wait, you are not alone. You got some gods with you, because you ain't alone, man. Somebody surrounded by gods, goddesses, angels, all types of like benevolent energies here. For real. blissful. I don't know. Or somebody need to do a research on their bloodline. Like somebody really need to and I'm not talking about take it how you choose. When I asked God to show me some things that I couldn't see for myself, I'm gonna tell you, God woke me up out my sleep, and I was on the computer and was going down rabbit holes. To this day, I probably will never remember how to get back to what I was looking at. But I managed to be able to see my bloodline. I was able to see the authentic bloodline. Like God really sent me there. Like I woke up at this time in my life. I ain't gonna lie. I would talk to God about some stuff, and I would pass out without realizing I was asleep. And then I would wake up and be like, just going tap 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 tap, tap. And shit was just coming up. When it's time, you can't really miss it unless you choose to miss it. Because it's gonna be provided, the information. Sometimes we go and do stuff that we get invalid information from. We want to do things another way and send it. We go for it and be sent astray. That's just like me wanting to go for that damn Sunday yesterday. When I got off here, I kept the craving that ice cream shit, banana split. Motherfucker got off here. I looked on DoorDash. I done ordered banana splits twice from DoorDash. For some odd reason, there was no way for me to order that shit yesterday. And even the place where I ordered it from before was gone. It wasn't even in my history. I was like, so I done got up and GP. I'm like, I'm going to get this banana split. You hear me? Man, I went on a loop. You hear me? Went on a straight loop. That motherfucker took me on a loop. Like I went on. I was like, GPS to get you killed. That's the way that shit was taking me. And then when I finally did get there, it was closed. But the everything in the system made it look like it was open. When I got there, it was closed. I was mad as hell. Had to substitute for it. Still got my little banana split stuff. Just had to substitute it for something that I would prefer have not to had. That's why y'all saw me slurping on that big ass Sonic cup doing the trivia shit yesterday, because I was left out. I was stuck with fucked, and they had no choice but to go and get this and that. So yes, it's like. Somebody's purpose, man. It's like they didn't want their purpose to be fulfilled. And yeah, I'm talking about my damn shape, but the meaning be on some different shit. For real. Don't be afraid to take this step. Even if the step means sit your ass back, taking a step back. Some shit ain't meant for a person to go towards or go in. Somebody also feel like they got you figured out. They do. Well, they should have got rid of you before you got here. All this shoulda, coulda, woulda shit is for the birds. And I don't think if they really wanted you gone, maybe they did. But like I say, God felt differently about you, so they probably did do everything they could to make sure you didn't make it out there. You didn't get the first cry out, but you still did that shit. You probably didn't even come out crying. You probably came out mugging like, bitch, fuck you. I know what you did last summer, bitch. Like for real. Not trying to be funny at all. Sometimes we just depend on what timeline you choose to be on today. How about that? But sometimes we pick where we land our landing point. Sometimes in most cases when coming back here to this place, I ain't gonna lie. I really mean what I'm about to say. I'm thankful for coming up in the household that I came up in, even though that shit was a dreadful thing to be in. I'm thankful. And regardless to how everybody, the people that don't know me choose to see me, the ones that want to talk their shit, man, I just know that, yeah, it could have went left. I could not be thankful for it. But the person that I turned out to be spiritually, in my head, mentally, the way that I think, I'm proud of that. I'm thankful. I thank God every day for letting me wake up and be able to still breathe and be able to understand what I probably wasn't supposed to. It can make or break you. Being in that household, being raised up, depending on, sometimes we're born under the perfect family. Man, have you ever seen the movie The Perfect Family? Ain't so motherfucking perfect. Because when you realize what's really, like, man, that ain't perfect. It's an illusion. But what's going on behind them doors? It be something else. So I don't, be blessed if you did come up in a home where people really did show you love and respect, and it, even with discipline, being able to discipline you, with love and respect. Because, it depends. Some people feel like my kids, ain't no telling what they'll say about my disciplinary skills. I know right now my daughter probably would never whoop her son, but one day she gonna whoop that little ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like kind of like, I would never do this. Sometimes you just gotta spank that ass, honey, and understand it need to be what it is. Spread a rod, spoil the child. Forgiveness is here. And there could be somebody wanting forgiveness for their ways, but don't really want to take nothing back. It's hypocritical. It's kind of like, how you want me to forgive you, but you don't feel bad for it. Like, you feel like, to me, you really feel like it's giving me like, damn, like, you would do it if you could. Like, if I gave you a gun and said, shoot me right now, ain't nobody gonna know you can get away with it. Ain't nobody gonna tell. I ain't gonna tell. What I'm gonna do, come back and hunt you to tell on you? And you do it. And you could take everything that you ever wanted, that I got. This person showing me they'll do it. But they also want you to forgive them. Maybe it's low key giving me that somebody could be in a guilt. This guilt is here. But they still in their pride. Everybody ain't good. Even if it's your own parents. Everybody ain't woke or even trying to wake up. Then we got them false wake up motherfuckers too. Show me the message. Right, what you just said on one love. We forgive ourselves, we forgive to free ourselves. And to me, that's how you free yourself and be happy. Because happiness is here. But something ain't funny. It ain't about making a joke. It's about it's funny, but it's funny that it's said like that, because some people will take laughter, the fact that that you can laugh through some shit. This is almost like laugh at my pain. I'm laughing at my pain. This is like people will take that like, oh, then that ain't shit to you. Then no, baby, it's me. It's my life. But just because I can laugh at some shit don't mean that it's funny, man. And this ain't no joke. Sometimes you do gotta just laugh shit off because it's fucked up. I don't know. Today the energy is in Aquarius. I ain't gonna even lie, just because of how strong this shit been. I had to look into it and be like, what's up? What's up with the moon energy today? But it's in Aquarius. It's that ghost. That shit that come back to haunt. That shit that sit in the corner and you forget about it. That is there. That energy that still hover, that people try to act like don't exist. That feeling of that heaviness that be weighing over you sometimes. It's that ghost. Feel like people getting hit with ghosts here in today's messages. Just period, all of them. Somebody can communicate through the brain waves really well. This person is reaching to someone for forgiveness. They know how to do it. Like, this is a motherfucking X-Man, whoever you are. And this is somebody who, like, they was your friend. They wish that they could still be your friend. You may not see them as a friend anymore. This person's sliding through the cracks. I don't think this got shit to do with this reading. So this low-key giving me a whole nother energy. Somebody that's got some X-Men telekinesis on that ass, a Professor X looking ass motherfucker that's coming in saying, please forgive me. I know I wronged you, and I know that you hold shit against me, and you got every right to hold shit against me. This person definitely is got some low self-esteem here. They do. It hurt. I feel your pain, whoever you are. It do hurt. But they want to take accountability. That it hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if it's hurting them because they finally doing it, or it's hurting them. You know, that just they need to do this. This situation is jacked. I don't know, but it's hurt. It's in there. It's deep in their chest too. So somebody really does. This is a parent. Picking up on a parent still. They may have felt like they wasn't the right parent. This might have been a parent that wasn't even really there like they should have been. Y'all could look alike. A lot alike. There's maybe the parent has something to do with this. This could be a friend for somebody. And maybe their parent could have gotten the mix of y'all shit. That's what I'm saying. This person could look like their parent quite like a lot. Maybe have ways of them. It was a parent that got in the way of something here. Maybe said, this ain't a good friend. Don't talk to this person. This person ain't good by you. They probably do this. It ain't good like that. You probably shouldn't deal with them. Somebody feel really bad. And, you know, I'm hearing that you called it out. You called this. You may have said, I know your parent don't like me. And it was like, no, they cool. You called it. This could be the same parent that don't even want you here. And they over here trying to dictate who you fucking with. Are you kidding me? I hope not. Let's hope not. Because that'd be kind of, what? Let's hope that ain't the case. That'd be jacked up. Like, what? You got some nerve. Who are you? You ain't even want me here. You got the nerve to be trying to be mad because of who I'm talking to. Trying to be in the way of that. Fuck. Can you imagine somebody being in your business like Blueface Mama, but then at the same time was trying to take you out before you got here like Krishan? Just saying. That's weird as hell. Two of the same though. Cause now every time somebody speak on baby Jesus, she say they gonna die. This fool look like he is up here sucking his foot while he sleep. Like a thumb. Bruh. I can't say that you chilling with me. But this person, but somebody is not, something is not over now. Like you didn't die. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just something is not over with. Something, this person is haunted maybe by that and want your forgiveness. I just think this is no growth. Growth in reverse. It's not given. So meanwhile, as I get older and sicker, I don't feel really bad for my ways. I just don't want to go to hell. Sound like you need to be having a conversation with God, not trying to get through to this person that you really don't have the feelings for, that you're trying to express because you're trying to. Somebody could be sick. This parent could be sick. It could be ill. They could have found out something here, even recently. Got them thinking back on some stuff too. I want you to be patient with them when they didn't have it for you. This person is worried though, because there's something about you as you get older, you're so much wiser. And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, it's low key, they comparing you to them. It's given, they are definitely like, when I was this person age, I wasn't thinking like that. Like they envious of that. I just don't see no get right with this person. Cause I've never ever caught this type of energy from a parent that could possibly feel like this about their kid. Almost like they wish they were the kid. Didn't want them here. But now they hear all in their business, want to be all in their shit, stopping their growth in this and that right there, leading them astray and shit. They don't comply. You don't comply to what they got you here to do. So they want to stop. They want to ruin your life. And this is a parent. What the fuck am I looking at? Like, this ain't no parent. This is a sperm donor or a donor or a surrogate that didn't even want to, finish the terms. That likely sound like they jealous of their own kid. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit crazy. Judgment in reverse. This person is in grief. This is like deep grief. They can't come out of it. Boy, I don't know if this person getting hit with the karma or what, but it's like I don't know. As a parent, I wouldn't even know how to start to feel like this about my kids. You jealous of them? You was supposed to be the one teaching. I'm showing them the way. You hating on them? All in their business. Worrying about who they dating or talking to. Who right or wrong for them. But as a parent, you ain't trying to show them the way. You wasn't. Really look like you ready to lead them astray. Yo, it's somebody's parent. Yo, I just can't get it. They can't, yeah. So they couldn't, it's showing up again. They couldn't get you to change for them. So they changed up on you. Not my way or the highway. Straight up. Join in reverse. You're not complying to something. So they don't want no dealings with you. Now, like I say, it could be the other way around. It could be the kid feeling like this, like you don't want to do things the way I want you to do them, mama, dad. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I disown you or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It could be even that, but I don't know. I'm picking up on the parent doing this shit to a runt child. They ate the runt so much no more. They ate the runt no more. It's making me think of this little puppy that I had out of my puppies that I gave. And I ain't gonna lie, the way that I did that puppy, I cried so bad out of just regret. I was so stressed out though. My life was so stressed out. My ex-husband was so, I don't know. It ain't nobody's fault but mine. I low-key didn't have no proper sleep, and the way I threw that puppy was fucked up. I gotta face my own shit with that though, cause I was wrong for that shit. I did that puppy something wrong, and we thought the puppy was gonna die. My daughter was very upset with me. She was very hurt, but I spazzed. I had a moment. I ain't gonna even lie. Hadn't had no sleep. Was like the shit. I was cornered like a bitch, and then was trying to make sure I could stay above the water at the same damn time. That puppy would not shut the fuck up. I made that puppy have a seizure. I was wrong for that. That's why I treat Zeke like I do. I probably, but I can't kind of take that shit back, But for the most part, though, that puppy ended up being the strongest one, like in the bed. It's not even gonna hold it. Like that little motherfucker was like a little baby. It was on it. But I could have took that puppy's life, but I didn't. God said different. You feel? And even I can be. I'm the bad guy here, but I don't mind just to get this out. Because it don't make it, I wasn't right for that. It don't matter what state of mind I was in. It don't matter how much pressure was up against me. My temper overrode my ass and I let it do it. That's on me. I could have killed that fucking puppy. I love animals. Had a moment. I spazzed. That happened. That's me holding accountability though, because I ain't gonna lie. I done thought about it before, but in speaking it out loud, I haven't never done it. So it's something that maybe I need to make this shit coming out like this. I can own my fuck ups. I slung that little puppy, man, like it was a rag doll. We lose our temper. It ain't right. But it happens. And I'm here, I'm like here in the flesh with the shit, being real about this shit. I ain't never done one of my kids like that, but I didn't push that puppy out. I pushed my kids out. Another doesn't make it change, don't change shit. Still wrong is wrong, though. I ain't no excuses for that. So yeah, my apologies for the kind of, being kind of brutally honest and breaking down and shit, but I ain't got no reason to, I guess, be fake about it. We only human. And we do learn. You right, son, sis. And thank you, y'all. You're welcome. Thank y'all, too. I ain't perfect. I'm here to help others, but I'm still helping me, too. You know what I'm saying? We all in this shit together. I'm not no great person. I'm not on no pedestal like that. I'm only me. Fuck up too, just like everybody else do. But I'd rather own it. Rather own it, especially if I'm here trying to help others own they shit. Why not own mine? Right? It is what it is. And we ain't perfect. We thrive to be for perfection. Ain't nobody gonna reach that shit. It was probably meant for me to say that. Like I say, one thing I've noticed, and this is why I can speak this, is like when I heal one thing, something else show me that it need work. It's like a car. Once one piece get fixed, something else start rattling because it need work. I'd rather work on that shit. And I want to. We're not perfect. But we can show live in the shadows and pretend to others this and that. Sometimes we got to be alone. Sometimes we need to stand alone to balance ourselves out too. Some people that can't even trust themselves to stand by themselves. They gotta stand with somebody else to lean on and shit. That's what these cards just showed me. And and they don't never forgive themselves, so they never ever to welcome the new. And now they got to deal with their self-esteem and the failure of the different relationships that they be in because of that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I know I still need work, but I done gained the way that. Look, I honestly can be proud of myself. Too, I need to give myself some credit too. Because I came out of a real dark hole. I was finna say anus. Might as well be an asshole. Like climbed out of an asshole. Feel me, stanky, dark, contractible, trying to draw you back. Like a pit. And far as I'm concerned, I'm not even supposed to be here to talk like I'm talking right now. I'm supposed to be super dead, God said no. But just because we are chosen to do certain things don't mean that we perfect. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work under us. And it take time. So I guess I can, just Thank you. Right. And it do. But pressure make diamonds, you know? And even a diamond can be polished and still get scratched up. And it can still hurt somebody else too. Even if it's polished and shiny, it can still cut another person. So we do have to be careful. And I mean, I have a mouth on me. I do got a mouth. I do got a way of saying things that can probably be a little hurtful sometimes to people without really thinking about it. I just have to be truth. I feel like the only person I had to learn to be truthful on is myself. And with me being true to me, everything else is gonna fall in line with that. Because if I'm being true to me, this person ain't got no choice but to see the truth in me because I'm being true to myself. Not shaking up no grounds for the next person. So I have my moments to where, yeah, my imperfections show more that day. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. I don't try to hide that from y'all. Like when I do the blackout readings, I could be just as I probably be sitting here with clothes on and everything. I ain't really trying to hide that, but sometimes it's just meant to not show face. Sometimes it's just about the sound that need to be heard, not the face to put with it. Some people get distracted by what they see versus what they listening to. Just depends. And in this case right here, you know, having a parent, I'm coming from a household of a father that wasn't even my father, you know, and a mother that acted like she didn't really like me like that. So hearing this kind of touched a little bit. You say, yes, ma'am, I be set free in Jesus' mighty name. I know that's right. Yeah. You live right. Thank you. You said I do, but I follow the truth. It's always real, right? What you saying wow for, Lakeisha? Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, Terry. Sorry about me missing some of y'all's comments. Hey, Miss Black. It's good to see you. And some says, you know you always here for the shit. Hey. Yep, we do. We all make mistakes. It's about owning shit, and sometimes we forget shit. Sometimes we don't think about something. And at that time in my life, I ain't gonna lie, I cried bad doing that, but I was going through some other shit. I just also found out about me having PTSD, like I was having seizures triggered because I was being triggered and shit. I mean, a lot of that I've worked through. Like health is okay. My brain, the way I think about certain things, I didn't even make peace with the people that were out for me, even though some of them don't know it. It's a spiritual fight every day. In this world, they want you to stay so sleep to shit. They really do. The things that I hear, I ain't gonna even lie. The things I hear some people say and how far they still caught up in the worldly shit. It's almost like they will just give in to it. Almost like they're afraid to show the God or goddess in them. Are they right? And hear me when I say this, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this. This is why Jesus say, praise him, don't praise me. He say, praise him who sent me. Don't praise me, praise him who sent me. It's because we ain't no different. We can do the same he did. He said it himself. No one should meet the Father but through me. When you walk with God, you can say that. Jesus ain't the only one that can say that. When you walk with God, you can say that. Hell, Enoch could have said it. Moses could have said it. It was only Jesus that chose to. See, this is the little shit that I can say that'll make a motherfucker be like, what? Let me get y'all a few more messages. Growth is coming out. Honesty. Honesty makes growth. Laughing things off. Looking at the lighter side of situations as well. Understanding that everything is a test, even if you ain't ready to take it. Your faith get tested. It was so many folks that was walking with Moses that said that they believed, but they only believed what they saw, because if they did really have that belief like they said that they did, they wouldn't have did what they did with the calf and created it out of gold and all of that shit to try to find someone to worship that they could see. Somebody could be Putin the fuck out of some shit. You hear that shit? Putin to death. Trying to let it get where it need to go. Please get on down. So it's like no worries. You know, somebody need to trust that they are forgiven as well. Now, I could be talking about myself, but honestly, I'm not feeling that. Somebody out said there is somebody here that needs to trust that things are forgiven, though. But there is growth with honesty for sure. When you're honest about stuff, you do grow. You do grow, and you go and shit get a little bit more graceful for you. I don't feel like I was being dishonest. I just felt like I never spoke of it. You know, like that was, I hadn't thought about it. I just didn't speak it out loud to nobody. Like it was an experience I dealt with years ago. So I just felt like do better, you know? But I needed to speak that shit out because I needed to face it. To me, that was facing it. I did that shit. And for it to hurt so bad to say it, I hadn't faced it. I hadn't faced it. I hadn't. Because it wouldn't have hurt so bad to speak. And that shit hurt. Just to talk about me slinging that baby puppy like that. That hurt. That hurt bad. That hurt real bad. It do. But shit, truth is truth. And we have our moments, man. We do shit. That's how, I ain't gonna lie. That's how some people end up, accidentally taking other people's life. They lash for a minute. For real. I'm ashamed of that. Fucked up. Puppy probably grown, running around minding their business, wondering what the fuck wrong with me right now. But hit still like a brick. It do. I ain't got time for this energy right here. This is that bullshit I ain't really feeling right here. This right here that just came out, somebody upset. Who mad? I'm sick of this type of person. This is like somebody hearing me cry, breaking down, letting this shit go, and then they mad at me for doing it. Because how you gonna be envious of somebody trying to be open with themselves? Like what? Facing their own music. You envious of somebody trying to face their own fucking music, and because they trying to find peace. But that's that shit right there. That's that shit right there that I be talking about when I say that it really be people that be moving funny as hell and just hateful for no reason because somebody want to be better instead of just waddle in their shit or sit there and act like they the prince of Egypt or the princess of Egypt and they never did no wrong in their motherfucking life. Own your shit. It's okay. Some shit just take a little longer to come up or come out. However you want to put it. It's okay though. But you can't be like, oh, they can do that. I still got to sit in silence and lie to myself and lie to other people, so I'm mad at them now. Like, get off my shit with it. Like, whoever you are, please leave because your energy, I'm going to feel it. It's going to come out in these fucking cards. Leave. What are you here for? Just to sit up and get mad at somebody because they're being themselves? Fuck. It's gonna come out. Just like my shit coming out. It's okay though. We ain't as tough as we think sometimes. Sometimes we do need to let that shit out. Even Shadow Moon on American Gods. Even that motherfucker got out and yelled at the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the one that was the security that for the man. Come on now. Somebody is I don't know. I'm just finna end this shit. Some things just ain't even worth saying. We all, it's almost like, ain't nobody trying to do no motherfucking altar call for, like we all have our moments where we have to see ourselves and we can overlook it because I could have sit there and kept talking to y'all as if that like just a little thought about the puppy crossing my mind. I could have let that shit go on, cross my mind. I did not have to speak none of that out loud, So basically it's like eventually you catch the flaws. The flaws of you will get slapped back in the face one way or another with something to remind you this ain't right. You need to check yourself for that. That wasn't good. You need to look at yourself or sit with yourself for a minute. I admit your wrongdoings here. Confession time. Even when you to yourself, God will put it on you, and you can let that shit go right, play by play and go right out the other ear and act like you didn't see that memory, that thought that came back to touch you. Remember me? But to watch somebody else go through it and not check your own shit, be upset because you're choosing to overlook your own shit, but you mad at somebody else catching theirs like a butterfly so they could transform the situation. I would like this person to do better and to know that it's okay, they can do better. It's a process, but it's a starting point. And that took me back to what I was talking about when I was talking about the biblical stuff. Like, this shit's it starts somewhere. It don't just all of a sudden wake up and it's boom, there it is. Just like you born, you come through the birth canal. You gotta move to go through it. Start somewhere. Then when you come out of the birth canal and see that first opening of life, to where you open your eyes and see the things around you, that's your new life. You see new. It's foggy. You come in, it started to come in and it's clear. You learn. You hold your head up. You learn to suckle. You learn. It's like when my grandson first came, he didn't drink milk at first. My daughter and them sit there, the doctors kind of, it's a little bit like, they need to get him, make sure he, they make sure he eat. He was just restful. He was just restful. Fine, I was kind of curious about it. Like, I wanted, mind if I see him? Daughter, let me see him. I put the bottle in his mouth. Wanted to watch him drop some milk on his lip. Get him to suck that little milk off his lip. And I realized he moved. Kind of played with the nipple in his mouth a little bit. Taste his milk. And I showed him he latched on a little bit. And I held it a certain way to show him like it's okay. It was helping his lips suck. I helped his lips. I sit over there. Nobody was sitting over there with me. Nobody knew how I did it. I was sitting on the sofa. Everybody else was on this side. Just asked, let me see him. Got him to drink. He started sucking. Now he started. I felt her when you hear that shit, you know it's on. He eventually would have got the drinking regardless. I'm pretty sure of it. He was a strong baby. But it was just something about, there was, it wasn't really taking the milk. But once you latch on and take the milk, and the milk is good and it's healthy and it's for you, you get stronger and you get stronger. So something has to start off slow. But as it progresses, you'll be able to handle this shit. And I'm just saying this with life, with changes. And there's no use in sitting back being angry because someone took off or latched on or something. It don't matter if you're older than them or younger than them. It don't really matter. But that energy of that hate, you can transform that into something else. Don't be mad at somebody else because they facing their music. It's just, face yours too. Right. You just want better, right? I mean, I can rebuke it. You definitely rebuke the spirit when it pop up, but sometimes I'd rather face the music. I ain't mad at this spirit for coming in and checking me. Now the one that want to come in and be envious and hateful, I ain't even finna rebuke y'all. I'm just gonna, man, I ain't mad at nobody. I just get sick of the fuck stuff because there do be people like that choose to want to just see if they can irritate you. I didn't even see in other readers that's like you can tell that they ain't got shit to do. They want, but them. What kind of reader are you? If you feel like it's okay to, I'ma fuck with you. I ain't got nothing but time, so I might as well use it to troll you. But you are a person of guidance. You're a person of guidance. You choose to guide. You choose to, unless you just, because some people want to just be nosy and read read drama filled stuff or what's in the air with the shit. They not really trying to help anything. They just want to throw the shit out and be nosy. I don't know what they aim really is. Honestly, I can't knock everybody for being like this shit is bad, because it's a lot. It's bad mixed with good, but honestly, that's the same shit that's in the church. It's bad mixed with good. You got people that use the Christian word to try to see how much pussy they can get that night. Real talk. And people, it is what it is. So, really don't really matter where it's coming from. People gonna do what they need to do. It's a tool. This is a tool. The church is a tool. The Bible is a tool. Just like I said, people use the book of Psalms to do devilish shit to people. They run to the Bible to hurt the next person, wishing bad on somebody and stuff. It don't really matter about the tool, it's who using it. Where is your head at? Where is your heart at? Are you stuck in the physical, a lustful state? Or are you above that shit in your mind on a 5D plane in a different era, 4D, 5D? So that's why, I'm ready to fight when people want to be on that, on defense, when people want to come at me like that, because it's kind of like you're the one that's literally the author of confusion at this time, and you don't mind. And then the same people will say something, this is that bullshit, but honestly, it's that tarot talk. It's actually real shit. It's just unacceptable to some. And it is what it is. Shantae, thank you so much. Sharon, I'm recognizing y'all because y'all recognize me. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this message for sure. And I don't think I'm gonna get any more readings out tonight. I think I might just go ahead and, if anything, take a nap or something, because what I don't need to do is just sit here and pout. So I'm gonna get up and move around. Okay, y'all, like, subscribe, and share, and thank you so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow sometime. Okay, deuces.